Hello, my name is Kevin Allen with Veilux, and thank you for attending Veilux webinar presentations. Today's Veilux webinar will be over the Veilux analog cameras, and this is the analog webinar. Some of the things that we will be speaking about is the advantages of analog cameras, the Veilux chipset, Veilux analog cameras, Veilux monitors, and Veilux matrix systems. Advantages of analog. Lower cost analog cameras generally cost less to purchase than IP cameras. Great flexibility of design. Analog cameras often come in a large variety of designs, such as mini covert cameras to large PTZ models. If you have a unique surveillance system or needs, you may find it easier to find a style of camera you need in analog camera models. Superior compatibility. It is much easier to mix and match cameras and brands if you use an analog version. This can make it easier if you already have an existing camera equipment that you wish to incorporate into the surveillance system. Veilux cameras. These are some of the Veilux cameras that we carry. The VX7-DSP. This is the Veilux chipset, also known as 960H IT chipset. This chipset has WDR range, sense up, eclipse, digital image stabilization. And here's the wide dynamic range: on, off, sense up, on, off, eclipse, on, off, DIS, on, off. 3DNR. The Veilux WDX V7 DSIP technology, also known as the Veilux 960H IT chipset technology, achieves a 3DNR, three-dimensional digital noise reduction function, very excellent by using upgraded 3D filtering, and enables to keep this function automatically, while operating the camera to provide the clear and superior image in very low light illumination. Normally, video noise is increased at low light conditions, while the gain level is amplified expands. So the WDX-V7 DSP compensates the dynamic noise by using the information from formal frames in no activatable part. This is conventional DNR cameras. This is with our chipset. WDR, wide dynamic range. The Veilux chipset WDX-V7 DSP delivers a powerful wide dynamic range to the camera to provide the best pictures in interior and exterior conditions under extreme high contrast between lightness and darkness, and automatically compensates a necessary level of light to get detailed information in the dark part without saturation from the bright part. Our Veilux WDX-V7 chipset technology enables the WDNR functions to be very efficient in normal CCD by using dual shutter, long and short shutter, algorithm, and the specialized AE auto exposure and intelligence imaging process. This is what a camera would look like with WDR off. This is what the camera looks like with WDR on. As you can clearly state that here the customer is blacked out. You cannot see his face or anything. Where here, when it's on, you're able to have more details of his face, make more information about the actual person. High sensitivity, true day and night. The Veilux chipset WDX-V7, also known as the 960H IT DSP, loaded with day and night functions, deliver the high quality of color imaging and performance while converting the color into monochrome automatically as under less than the specific level of sensitivity. Also, the WDX-V7 DSP chipset is more superior in the sense-up functions with 512 and 3DNR, very efficiently to ensure a clear image in darkness. As we can see, the conventional cameras, what they look like. With the Veilux chipset of the WDX-V7 camera, this is what your actual picture will look like. You have much more details, you have much more brightness, you can see more clearly of what's going on, where here the picture is very dull, very dark, very dingy, and you cannot see a whole lot of stuff. Zero defect. The Veilux WDX V7 chipset DSP with perfect adaptive defect correction delivers more clear picture to be captured in very low light illuminations by using two methods of logarithm for the defective pixel compensation for performing the zero defect throughout are the conventional DNR cameras. Here, the CCD defects. With the Veilux chipset, you've got once again a much more clear picture. Everything is excellent on the Veilux chipsets compared to the conventional cameras that are on the market. Polygon privacy masking. The Veilux WDX-V70, also known as the 960H IT chipset DSP, ensures that the protective and the privacy for private and specific areas onto the video signal output by polygon masking function very convenient and exactly. The WDX-V7 allows the size and position of the masking areas to be controlled very easily and conventionally, and 8 areas masking setting which is user programmable in color, brightness, add, and Masonic. Here, down at the bottom, we can see where there's several flags and poles and everything. With privacy mask, you're able to block out different areas. If you wanted to, you can go all the way across and block out all the flags. Here you've also got many different colors to choose from: green, black, gray, yellow, red, and purple, that you could use in different colors and everything to blacken out different areas that you would like to have blackened out. D-zoom, digital zoom. The Veilux chipset WDX-V7 DSP technology enables a various magnifications and helps to get the enlarging video image to very conventionally. By the WDX-V7 DSP have a remote control technology for a camera without physically controlling by a built-in fan in tilt functions on the chip. Down here at the bottom you can see this is digital zoom off. This is what the picture would look like and everything. On a Veilux camera you can have it installed, and then there are some features that you can turn on digital zoom without distorting the picture too much, and you can go like 2 or 3x into the camera, and this will bring up the picture like this, so you can actually digitally zoom in on the camera. For when you actually install it, you can actually zoom in on certain areas on the camera with the features that is on it. You can go through the OSD, which this option is found on most of the OSDs. 700 TV lines, ultra high resolution. The horizontal resolution of 700 TV lines in color mode and 750 TV lines in black and white mode by using the high density CCD in our Veilux chipset WDX V7 DSP. The WDX V7 technology performs a video and obvious image output with ultra high resolution by using a own demosaic interpolation algorithm and all specific sized and built-in sharpness feature. Here's your normal conventional cameras. Here's a Veilux chipset camera, the camera that has a WDX V7 chipset. These support 700 TV lines in color, in black and white, and now some of our black and whites also now support up to 750 TV lines. DSI, Digital Image Stabilization. The Veilux chipset WDX V7 DSP delivers the digital image stabilization and the picture accuracy for anti-shaking compensation against exterior influence such as wind and vibration after installing cameras, and permits more stable image in video output. The Veilux WDX V7 chipset DSP enables to get more moving directions information of an object per field, such as the chip has built-in image trackable module. Here we have two cameras, your conventional camera that you purchase without DSI, the Veilux camera with DSI. You can see without DSI it's all blurry and everything, you cannot make out. With DSI you have a perfect clear picture frame by frame and you can make out. DSS SenseUp 512. The Veilux chipset WDX V7 DSP permits high quality pictures by supporting a long time of an exposure, more than 160 NTSC, and enables to recognize shapes and colors of suspended objects under no light conditions in case of an exposure more than 8 seconds 512. Here's your conventional DSS cameras without DSS. This is the Veilux chipset with DSS on. You can tell this is very dark picture. This you can pretty much make out everything within the picture. Eclipse function. The Veilux WD XV7 chipset DSP technology enables recognition a visible car license plate clearly by blocking out unnecessary light. Here's eclipse function off on conventional cameras. This is with the Veilux. There's also another one that Veilux has now with the eclipse on, and it doesn't blacken out, but it does dim the car license plate, so you can have it where you go into the OSD and actually turn on blacken out, or you can have it just this and then has it like this, but it's just darken these out, so therefore you can still make out the license plate number and everything. The Veilux analog advantages: 700 TV line resolution, wide dynamic range, 3 DNR, day and night function, backlight compensation, 3-axis scrambling, OSD menu function, smart IR, digital zoom, motion detection, DIS or digital image stabilization. Here is where I've made a video that will talk about two different cameras that we have. A camera from the local market that we just purchased today, and then we're going to show you a Veilux camera with a Veilux chipset. The first one is a Chinese camera that we bought from one of our local markets today. It gives you a picture. The picture is not that good in quality. It is very low TV lines. It's a CMOS chipset layout, and as you can tell by looking at the picture, you can see the picture, but that's about all. You really can't do a whole lot with the local market cameras. You go to the Veilux cameras and you see a huge difference. You can see more detailed in the picture. You can see the actual correct colors and everything, where CMOS cameras, they have a hard time showing the actual correct colors. Also, versus 700 TV lines versus the local market, which they are selling much lower TV lines. Also using a Veilux chipset versus using Sharps or Sony chipsets, which some of these other ones have third-party chipsets, which is Sony, Sharps, and other ones. And as you can tell by looking at the different pictures right now, there are a huge difference in picture quality, picture difference, and picture color. This is Kevin with Veilux, and now we've got the two cameras that we were just previously seeing that were in color that are now in black and white. As you can tell, this is the day and night mode. This is the night mode. We were just looking at the day mode. As you can tell, we've got a person standing over here and towards the corner, which you can barely make out. You can see that the picture of the Chinese camera is very grainy and distorted. You can't really tell too much at night. This is normal with most of these that you get from the local market that are on floors and everything that you just purchased, that are CMOS or Sharp or Sony. The picture quality of the ones that you get from your local market are not as near as good quality as you can get from Veilux. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Veilux. Here, perfect picture, clear picture. You can see our person back here in the back with no problem. You see the brightness with the IRs and everything, where the other camera also has IRs, but no cut filters or anything in the cameras as well, which you can see the issue with the other camera versus this one right here, which has a beautiful picture, detailed picture. You can make out everything where you cannot do it on the other. Veilux box cameras and housings. The VS-70 CDNR-D high resolution day and night camera, the standard box camera. This features the 960 IT CCD, which we were just speaking about the functions of that or the chipset. High resolution up to 700 TV lines, 3DNR, sense up function, wide dynamic range, eclipse function, zero defect, true day and night IRC, motion detection, internal line lock functions, backlight compensation, Pelco D, privacy mask, OSD menu function, auto gain control, low, middle, high, and off. This is one of the housings that you could use for the box camera, the VCH-619. It's an outdoor-indoor camera housing, nylon and fiberglass in beige, certificate CE, appearance 151 millimeters in width, 145 millimeters in height, 390 millimeters in length. Suitable cameras for 95 millimeters in width, 80 millimeters in height, and 250 millimeters in length. Optional accessories: heater, blower, IR LEDs. 12 volts, 24 volts, 110, 220. Package 8-piece in a carton, 630 millimeters by 405 millimeters by 340 millimeters. IP66 rating. Cable through wall mount. Works with the VHM-280 and the VHM-290. VCH-690HB. Indoor camera housing with heater and blower. Indoor, outdoor camera housing, nylon fiberglass in beige, certificate CA, appearance 151 millimeters by 145 millimeters by 390 millimeters in length. Suitable cameras is 95 millimeters in width, 80 millimeters in height, and 250 millimeters in length. Optional accessories is the IR. This already comes with the heater and blower. 12 volts, 24 volts, 110, and 240. Packaged in 8-piece in a carton, 630 millimeters by 405 millimeters by 340 millimeters. IP66 ranking, cable through wall mount, works with the VHM-208 and the VHM-209. The VHM-208 house bracket. It's 75 millimeters in width, 208 millimeters in length, and 115 millimeters in height. 20-piece in a carton at 465 millimeters by 270 millimeters by 465 millimeters. House bracket with cable management. Aluminum in beige. Max is 10 kilograms. 360 swivel by 120 tilt, and you can put your cables through here. It will go through the mount. It will go through this hex. The cabling will come out of the top of here, and then it will go into the housing, so therefore you will not even have to see your cabling when you install this mount. The Veilux camera lens. These are for the box cameras. The VL0358A, a varifocal manual iris DC driven lens. 1/3 format, CS mount, color correction optics, high quality or compact design, fixed and variable focus lens, slip clutch on lens, easy to mount position. Veilux SVL-20812A, a varifocal manual iris lens DC. Varifocal 2.8 to 12 millimeters, aperture of 1.4 to 360, mount CS, image format 3/4, angle of view 95.6 to 22.1 degrees, MOD 0.1 m, weight 160 grams, size 44 by 67.6 by 51.6 millimeters. The Veilux SVL-05100A, auto iris lens DC drive. Key features: the varifocal range of 5 to 100 millimeters is extremely large. This range allows a fast and easy selection of desired fields to view. For instance, an angle of view of this camera with 1/3 sensor can be set from 55 to 2.7. The Veilux SVL-M20X 1020D long range zoom lens. A telemetry box is required to use this lens, and you can zoom in and out with this lens with a keyboard controller. This is a varifocal 10mm to 200mm zoom lens. 1/3 focus is motorized. Zoom is motorized. Our iris is DC, and once again you can zoom in and out with this lens. This is a zoomable lens, but you must have a telemetry and a keyboard or a PTZ keyboard controller in order to control this. The Veilux outdoor weatherproof bullet cameras. The V-Recon series, the VB-70IR35, high resolution WDR day and night camera, weatherproof bullet camera. Key features: high definition, high resolutions of 700 TV lines in color, 750 TV lines in black and white. 1/3 Sony Super HD 2 CCD, 3 DNR, DWDNR, text OSD, motion detection, 4 zones ISO control, output OSD, HLC highlight compensation, which is a new feature that Veilux is going to. Instead of a eclipse, this just darkens out the light, so therefore you can still see it. Day and night IRC, 35 IR LEDs, IP66 weatherproof. The V-Recon series, the VB-70 IRC 40L3516D, high resolution WDNR day and night bullet camera. Key features: 1/3 Super HAD CC or 2 CCD, high resolution of 700 TV lines, external control, tele, wide, near, far, OSD, service video, WDNR, wide dynamic range, 3 DNR, digital noise reduction, LSC, lens shading compensation, privacy mask, built-in canceled bracket or cable bracket, sense up function, internal line lock function, DSI, digital image stabilization, zero defect, eclipse function, day and night function, motion detection, OSD menu function, backlight compensation, digital zoom 1:10, IR cut filter removable, IP66 rating. The VB-70 IR66 L3516D, high resolution WDR camera, day and night bullet camera. Key features: the 1/3 960 Veilux chipset, Super Excite HAD CCD2, super high resolution of 700 TV lines, IR LED main 66 units, 850 NN interface LEDs, 20,000 hours, night view distance, indoor 50 millimeters, outdoor 40 meters, wide dynamic range, 3 DNR digital noise reduction, sense up function, eclipse function, smart IR function, day and night, motion detection, internal lock, line lock function, backlight compensation, supports Pelco D, privacy mask, OSD menu function, heater and blower options are available. V-Recon series, the VB-70 IRC 8650D. This is a dual power true day and night IR bullet camera with super DNR camera. Has super high resolution over 700 TV lines. Sony 1/3 Super Excite Feud HAD 2 CCD, true day and night color IRC cut filter removable, IR main 40 units infrared 20,000 hours, and then single 20 each side, which we can see over here. We have 20 more LEDs and 20 more LEDs, which is another total of 40, which 40 here, 20 and 20, that's how we get a total of 80 LEDs. Night distance is 120 meters. External control, tele, wide, near, far, OSD, service video, privacy mask function, electronic iris, DNR, digital noise reduction, controlled by OSD menu, built-in concealed cable bracket, stabilized image by reducing flickering, Heater and blower options are available. IP66 rating. Veilux analog indoor cameras. The V-Recron series, the SVD-65 Mini 3-axis dome camera. Key features of this camera: 650 TV lines, 1/3 Sony Super HAD2 CCD, built-in fixed lens of 3.6 millimeters, illuminational lux very low, backlight compensation, stabilization image by reducing flickering, automatic white balance, automatic gain control. Dome size is 93 by 64 millimeter dome size. This is a very small, compact dome or mini dome camera that Veilux does now carry. V-Recron series, the SVD-70L2810 4.5 plastic dome camera. Adaptive 3/4 super high resolution 700 TV lines in color CCD sensor. Built-in gain control AGC circuit. The color camera can get high definition pictures in low lux condition. Built-in auto electric shutter function. The camera's AES speed can reach 1 to 100,000. Camera gamma characters is 0.45. Scanning module is in NTSC or PAL mode. OSD menu. The Veilux VD-70DNL2812D high resolution day and night dome camera. This has a Sony Veilux chipset of 960H Super Excite HAD-CCD2, super high resolution of 700 TV lines, WDNR wide dynamic range, 3DNR digital noise reduction, sense up, eclipse function, 0 defects, day and night with IRC cut filter, motion detection, internal line lock, backlight compensation, digital zoom 1 to 10x, privacy mask, polygon 8 colors, OSD menu, 3-axis gimbal, DSI digital imaging stabilization, LSC lens shading compensation. Veilux VR recognition series VD-70 IRC 30L2812D high resolution IR dome camera. Also, once again, a 1/3 Veilux chipset 960 Super Excite View 2 CCD, super high resolutions of 700 TV lines, IR LED 30 units, 850 nm infrared 20,000 hours, night view distance 45 indoor, 25 outdoor meters, external control, tele, wide, near, far, OSD service video, WDR wide dynamic range, 3DNR digital noise reduction, LSC lens shading compensation, privacy mask, interline line lock function, DIS digital image stabilization, sense up function, digital zoom 1 to 10x, 3-ax gimbal, 0 defect, eclipse function, motion detection, plastic dome casing, backlight compensation. Veilux analog vandal-proof cameras. the VV70 CDNL 2812D VANDAL-proof dome camera. It's a high-resolution 700 TV line camera, WDNR wide dynamic range, advanced 3D filtering DNR digital noise reduction, saving up to 70% of DVR storage. True day and night function. DSI digital image stabilizer, stabilizes images by reduced flickering. HLC high compensation or high light compensation, distinct recognition of a license plate. Sense up 6-point privacy mask areas, icon OSD on-screen display controls, motion detection, second video output, service menu, IP68 perfect waterproof. The Recon series, the VV70 IRC 40L 2812D VANDAL-proof IR dome camera. Super high resolution of 700 TV lines. WDR wide dynamic range. Advanced 3D filtering DNR digital noise reduction, saving up to 70% of DVR storage. True day and night function. DSI digital image stabilizer, stabilize image by reducing flickering. HLC high light compensation, distinct recognition of license plates. Sense up 6-point privacy mask areas, icon OSD on-screen display controls, motion detection, second video output through OSD or through service menu, IP68 perfect waterproof camera. The Veilux HD cameras. The SVV11 IRC 35L 2810D-HD, a full HD megapixel camera. This is a 2.2 megapixel 1080p full HD with a Panasonic CMOS progressive scanning system. Max resolution lines of 1100 TV lines. BT 1120 digital output, true day and night IRC cut filter, wide dynamic range, digital noise reduction, privacy mask function, on-screen display, RS-485, multiple supported protocols, intelligent motion detection, intelligent object detection, IR LED 35 units, 350 nm infrared LEDs, night view distance, indoor 50 millimeters, outdoor 45 meters, and sorry, that was indoor 55 meters. Heater and blower options are available. Weatherproof IP67. The SVS-11 CDNR-D-HD is a full HD megapixel camera. 2.2 megapixel 1080p full HD Panasonic CMOS progressive scanning system. Max resolution lines of 1100 TV lines, BT 1120 digital output, true day and night IRC cut filter, WDR wide dynamics range, digital noise reduction, privacy mask, on-screen display, multiple supported protocols, intelligent motion detection, intelligent object detection. VB 11 IRC 68 11 28 10D-HD high definition bullet camera. This is a 2.2 1080p full HD with a Panasonic CMOS progressive scanning system. Resolutions of 1100 TV lines, BT 1120 digital output, true day and night RC cut filter, WDR wide dynamic range, digital noise reduction, privacy mask, on-screen display, multiple supported protocols, intelligent motion detection, intelligent object detection, built-in IR LEDs of 68 pieces, night distance viewing is 70 meters indoor and 60 meters outdoor. Here we have another video clip I have made for you. One's going to be in HD and the other one's going to be an analog. The one we're looking at right now is a regular analog. Hello, my name is Kevin with Veilux, and this is a screenshot of an analog camera looking at a corner of a wall with a Veilux banner up. And basically we're comparing this banner of an analog camera versus the banner in screenshot of a HD Veilux camera. You can see the corner of the wall, and then you can see this, and notice how the pictures and everything looks on this, because on HD, we will see here pretty soon, you'll see there's a huge picture difference with the HD. As I said, this is what the banner looks like, the colors and everything, the texture and layout on a regular analog camera. And with HD, this is why the market's moving to HD and why people like HD more. Here is the picture of the HD. Here it's much more distinct, much more crisper picture, much more overall picture quality is a whole lot of difference. You can see a whole lot of improvements, a whole lot of differences. It's HD, as we can say, and this is why things on the market are going to HD, due to the quality of the picture, the perfectness of the picture, the colorness of the picture, the more detail of the picture and everything. You can also do a digital zoom on pictures on the HDs, and when you do digital zoom on an analog, like 3x is all distorted. These you can actually do better or more zooming, and the picture does not get as distorted as it does with the analog. And this is why a lot of people and customers are going now towards the HD versions instead of the analog. And this is a screenshot of the analog camera versus the HD cameras. Veilux analog license plate cameras. The Veilux VSSC 68 CDNR-90 car license plate capturing camera. It's a 1/3 hyper wide dynamic car license plate camera with Sony IFIO WDR. Color of 680 TV lines. Sense up. Powerful 510 WDR, capable of capturing car license plate numbers at high speed, day up to 200 km per hour, 125 miles per hour, night 150 kilometers at 90 miles per hour, with IR LEDs. Shutter mode, automatic and manual. Multi-language OSD control, fog reduction, highlight compensation, 2D, 3D noise reduction, sense up, digital image stabilization, DIS, e-zoom function 1 to 256, advanced motion detection function quadrilateral angle monomask privacy mask. VLPR 54L922D car license plate Pro camera. This is a bullet LPR now. Key features is a 1/3 car license plate Pro camera, Sony HQ1 540 TV lines, IRC at 2 lux, built-in axillary DN lens 9 to 22 millimeters, anti-headlight capturing car license plate with strong light, mechanism visible light filter for clear images at night, external varifocal lens adjustment, user-friendly DC level and high power IR adjustments, 3-axis adjustable and cable management bracket, built-in DNR incense up. Veilux installation wrist monitors. The Veilux VX-W LCD-M is a 2.5 LCD monitor. It includes a 2.5 LCD monitor, manual, video system input, support both PAL and NTSC, specially used in CCTV testing and monitoring, available for navigation, no radiation. This is a simple wrist monitor that you can put on your wrist when you're installing a camera. You can make any adjustments where the camera needs to be pointed at, make any changes in the OSD, and then you can hook up the camera without taking the camera down and doing a lot of adjustments. These are really great use for when you're installing a camera. Veilux monitors. Veilux monitors are available in the following sizes: 17, 19, 22, 32, and 42 inches. About the Veilux monitors. The Veilux monitors is specially designed for CCTV use with a great LCD screen, industrial level quality, which has more better color performance and more gray level to enable the monitor can display more details regular than LCD monitors and TVs. Second, our main board is specially designed for CCTV with the best electronic components, which enables the monitor to run 24/7 without any problems. The metal housing of the monitor also helps as a heat dissipation to increase the lifetime of the product. Third, the firmware of the monitor is specially designed and can help maximally reduce the noise in the video signal to ensure a sharp image quality. We're going to be talking about the Veilux 22-inch, which all the other ones pretty much have all the same options, just a different monitor size. The VLC D-22, a 22 TFT LCD monitor. The key features: 22-inch LCD panel, supports 1080p, video inputs, HDMI, VGA, S-Video, AV1 BNC connections, AV2 BNC connection. Audio inputs: AV audio left and right, 3.5 VGA audio input, supports both PAL and NTSC. Veilux matrix systems. We're briefly going to touch on the Veilux matrix systems. We do have more information in a full video on our website that's a little over an hour long, going through all the information on the Veilux systems. Please check out Veilux.net. and under technical training and product information, and then at the very bottom we have some how-to videos and information about the matrix if you want to know more about our matrix systems. Matrix system switchers. Veilux has a matrix system for practically every use. Our VMS 3000 series to our VMS 9000 series. We have the switcher for practically every size projected. Choosing Veilux. Why should you choose a Veilux? Veilux is known for its aggressive pricing, its high quality of products. We offer a 2-year warranty and 3-year warranties on all of our products. We are based in the US and based tech support is also in the US DFW airport area. Please ask any questions if you have any questions now.